Guys, it's Quana back again with another review. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Back again with another feel good rom com, and this time it's Amazon Prime's Upgraded. It was directed by Carlson Young and it stars Camila Mendes from Riverdale, Archie Renault from Shadow and Bone, and Marissa Tomei, who really needs no introduction because she is completely legendary. Camila Mendes plays Anna Santos, who works for an auction house in New York as an intern. It's down on her luck and down on her coins when she gets the opportunity to get an upgrade on her flight to London to accompany her boss to the London branch of their job. A series of unfortunate events leads her to run into Will for a airport worthy meet cute when he ends up mistaking her job title for something a little bit more impressive. Things begin to snowball outside of Anna's control, and perhaps her life and her love life will get a much needed upgrade. This film definitely gives Devil Wears Prada mixed with a little bit of Notting Hill and set in the art world. It feels very much similar to those beats, and I think that most fans of the genre will recognize those homages and find comfort in them for this film. Camila Mendes, in most instances, is very charming on screen, and certainly she is here. Archie Renault is a very handsome British man, but I did feel that his performance was a little bit lacking compared to Camila's. But of course, as always, Marissa Tomei gives an outstanding performance. They are joined by Lena Olden and Anthony Head, or as Buffy fans know him, Anthony Stewart Head, because the whole name was on the logo every week, for an eclectic cast of characters kind of rounding out these performances, and they are phenomenal and memorable as a tag team of a pair who she encounters and who help her to kind of navigate the British society. I thought that the movie was really enjoyable. The characters that Archie and Camila play, Anna and Will, they have a very charming meet cute, and we get a chance to get to know them a little bit better through a flight montage. But I will say that I wish that we had heard more dialogue in that montage, because one of the things that makes films like Notting Hill and Devil Wears Prada so memorable is that they're known for their classic dialogue. I mean, have you ever pulled out the Miranda Priestley dialogue at a party just to show off your hidden talent? Because why is no one ready? Like that kind of thing. And I didn't feel as though there were any classic lines, any quotables in this movie that could really be taken away. And I think that's the driving force of a real good rom-com. If you're going to make it memorable, if you're going to cast someone like Marissa Tomei, give her something to play with, please, and thank you. Now, as someone who loves London, certainly the London landscape was enjoyable to see in the background, but I didn't feel as though they really focused on a lot of the memorable landmarks as a front and center moment for Anna's character, who's visiting for the first time. We see one scene where they're in front of the Tate Modern Museum, and I felt like that was the main place that we see her that has like a very recognizable landmark. And I felt like that was a missed opportunity. Not to mention that while we do get a chance to encounter Anna and Will at a park for a kids' game of football, they missed out on a golden opportunity. England, especially London, it's known for its gardens, and the most memorable British rom-coms are going to give you a good garden sequence, and I feel as though this was really a missed opportunity in this film. I mean, come on, let's not even deny ourselves the opportunity for these characters to kiss in a garden or to sit on a bench in a garden. So that was a little bit disappointing. I do feel as though the first half of the film, where Anna and Will are getting to know each other a little bit better and where she is navigating this mistaken identity plot, was much more interesting than the second half of the film as it begins to resolve itself. And it feels as though it speeds toward that resolution a lot more. There's a lot of montages and moments where we're not actually hearing what the characters are saying, but we're seeing that they're conversing. And I really wish that those opportunities had played out on camera a bit more, because by the end of the film, I couldn't really understand why Anna wanted to be with Will. and they're cute enough on screen together, but I felt as though her character and her journey was impressive enough on its own, and I honestly felt like she had way more chemistry with with the actress who played his mother, Lena Olden, than she did with Archie Renault, and so that's always a bit disappointing. I definitely think that this will give you some warm and fuzzies. Like I said, they had a really cute meet cute. That sequence was really, really well done. And also, like I said, most of the side characters, especially when they're put in pairs for comedic effect, do stellar. Her sister and brother-in-law, lots of comedy relief there. Anytime Marissa Tomei was on screen, she looked amazing. Killer everything, killer face, killer beat, killer outfits. Speaking of outfits, I didn't love the wardrobe in this movie, and I thought for these people who were supposed to be high society and very wealthy that they could have escalated the wardrobe considerably. The two girls who play her bullies in the movie feel like a carbon copy of Emily Blunt's character in Devil Wears Prada, and Giselle Bundchen. They didn't feel nearly as sharp, nearly as cutting, nearly as memorable. But all being said, I definitely would give this movie a B-. I could see for a younger generation, perhaps who's just coming back to rom-com, this would be something memorable, but I don't think this does anything to move the needle in rom-coms. It definitely doesn't give memorable in the way of like To All the Boys or those classic Julia Roberts rom-coms. But I think if you were doing a nice little, February run of rom-coms, I could see someone squeezing it in there, because it was a decent performance overall. Nothing to write home about, but also wasn't horrible. I didn't want to gag the whole time I was watching it, and I finished it, and I was looking forward to finishing it and seeing how it all played out, and I felt like that for that part it did its job. But not many people are talking about this online, so let me know in the comments, have you seen Upgraded? Do you plan on watching it? I think if you just really love rom-coms, you're not going to do yourself a disservice to watch it, but I think it's also really good that this is playing on streaming and not at the theaters. I think that would be a little disappointing. But that is all for this video. Do me a favor, and if you haven't already, guys, click that subscribe button, share this video out with people who are interested in watching Upgraded, and come back into the comments and let me know what you think once you had a chance to watch it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Toodles!